Boom shakalaka. You know, had you have bought just over $100,000 of TONCOIN back in 2022 and then held it until last month and sold, you would have been a millionaire. Does a better opportunity exist today? Could a mere $5,813 of TON make you a millionaire? Realistically, stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, we're taking a look at could a mere $5,813 of TON make you a millionaire realistically. Before we get into it guys, like the video, come join us on Twitter through Crypto Love, and of course, subscribe to the coolest channel on all of YouTube. This one in case you were curious. Now, as I was saying, had you have bought TON back here in 2022, at the bottom, you saw the markets turning around, you plopped all $100,000 that you borrowed, stole, or maybe saved up into TON, and then held it until last month at the top here, guess what? You would have 9x'd your money, making you making you $1 million from that $100,000. Why didn't you do that? What's wrong with you? How could you not see that? Well, turns out there may be a better opportunity that exists today. Could it be possible? $5,813 of TON? That's a lot more reasonable than $109,000. So is that possible? We're going to get into all the math behind it. Before we do, why TONCOIN? Why now? Great question. That's why you're so brilliant. You see, people are starting to talk about these Bitcoins. Okay? We're starting to see it on Netflix. We're starting to see it on the news. All these different things. Now, if we take a look right here, Bitcoin actually is following this log scale through 9 orders of magnitude. The chance of this happening is pretty uncanny, but based on this, Bitcoin would be $1 million by about 2028 and would be 4 million by about 2039. So, that being said, it might get a little bit more press if it maintains this power law, but when Bitcoin goes up, so do these other things called non-Bitcoins or maybe altcoins. Well, there's good evidence that we're on the verge of a massive alt season. If we take a look here, what we've seen so far has just been a pre-pump. Take a look at the structure from 2018 to 2021 back here. There was a falling wedge, there was a back test, and then RSI and breakout before parabolic curve. Now, if we take a look, falling wedge, back test, RSI looks similar. Are we just a few weeks away from the start of a parabolic curve? Quite possible. Now, this cycle may not only be like this, it may actually be a fractal that is a whole order of magnitude larger. You can see small accumulation, small reaccumulation, big alt season, bigger accumulation, bigger reaccumulation, even bigger alt season. There is quite the possibility that we could have had a double cycle fractal in here, making for potentially the alt season to end all alt seasons, particularly when you consider stuff like this, major banks like HSBC saying that, hey, putting 1 to 5% of your money in crypto is actually really good. Specifically, they said after rerunning millions of portfolio simulations using a recent data sample, they found that small allocations of 1 to 5% crypto can enhance portfolio diversification. So, there might be a lot more money flowing into crypto in the near future. And we're starting to see that into particular things like Pantera Capital, one of the largest crypto investment companies, saying, read about how TONCOIN is our largest investment ever. That's right, they're investing in TON, the largest investment ever. Now, the open network for startups, for creators, for everything, a decentralized and open internet created by the community using technology designed by Telegram. You can see getting started is easy. The wallet gives you direct and easy access to TON from Telegram. You can enjoy commission-free crypto transfers to any Telegram users, retain full control of your TONCOIN and other digital assets with TON Space, and seamlessly interact with Web3 apps. Now, cryptocurrency is the heart of TON. TONCOIN is TON's native cryptocurrency built for network operations, transactions, games, and collectibles built on TON. Now, not only that, but you can unlock freedom with decentralized finance like nominator tools, buy and trade, cross-chain transfers. You can transfer your tokens from Ethereum to TON, accepting payments effortlessly, minting tokens, USDT and TON, and a whole bunch of other stuff, apps and services like anonymous eSIM, easy to remember addresses, monetizing your audience, buy Telegram Premium, unique digital art, unique collectibles, and yada, 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 rest of the stuff on the website. So that being said, if we take a look at TONCOIN today, right now, $6.69. All right, TONCOIN. Now, market cap, $23 billion. And if you take a look at the chart, it's pretty close to its all-time highs. Now, this chart, if it is going to fractalize what we saw back here, might just have a double top and then draw down all the way. But this was the absolute top of the market back then. So, might we have the same thing? Maybe. Might we not? Maybe. The only other, downside of TON is really the only people that I've ever heard of who use Telegram are people in crypto and scammers. And, scammers aren't going to deposit money on there, and people in crypto already know how to use crypto. So, do they need TONCOIN? I don't know. But when you have Pantera Capital investing the most money ever into TONCOIN, potentially they see a future for TON. Now, if we take a look at the numbers, let's say you missed out on that 9x from buying TONCOIN in 2022 and selling in 2024, but as they say, the best time to buy an investment is 10 years ago. The second best time is today. Could that hold true for TON? If you were to buy $1,000 of TON today at $6.69, way to go TONCOIN, you would get 150 TON. Now, let's say that the market continues going up. I'm of the feeling that we are in not only a bull market, but we're also going to have a massive alt season coming sometime soon. Now, if this happens, it wouldn't be unforeseeable for TONCOIN to have the market cap of something like Solana, especially if it's got a lot of users. Telegram has a lot of users already. So if it were to do that, instead of the $23 billion market cap that there is right now, there's the possibility for a $90 billion market cap, not outside the realm of possibility. Now, if that happened, TON would be $26, and you would 3x your investment, making you $3,893 from that $1,000 that you bought today. But that's not all. You see, as we talked about here, I'm a big fan of expanding cycles theory. I am convinced by this chart that we are going to have a massive alt season, like one to eclipse all prior alt seasons. Most likely something enormous. Now, should that happen, it wouldn't be unforeseeable for many altcoins to have the altcoin market cap that Ethereum had, or the market cap that Ethereum had last cycle. Well, it turns out Ethereum's market cap last cycle was $559 billion. So, should an altcoin have the same market cap that Ethereum had last cycle? Well, if that was TONCOIN, guess what? You would 24x that $1,000, making you $24,181 with $161 TON. Now, very reasonable. Not outside the realm of possibility. I think quite a few altcoins will have Ethereum's market cap from last cycle, and Ethereum will have a much higher market cap this cycle. Now, we're starting to get a little bit speculative here, but you have to buckle your seatbelt and just bear with me, and, we'll see what happens. Now, as of right now, there are no $1 trillion market cap altcoins. I know, it's sad, but one day, one altcoin that tries really, really hard and that's really, really worth it and has a whole bunch of people who really, really like it, well, one day there will be $1 trillion altcoin. I think it's almost impossible for there not to be unless, the governments just make altcoins illegal. But I think that it is likely we will see $1 trillion market cap altcoin, maybe even as early as this cycle. And maybe that could be TONCOIN. Now, if that is TONCOIN, guess what? You would 43x that $1,000 with a $288 TON, making you $43,258 from that $1,000 investment. That's pretty darn good. Can't get that at a bank. Now, here's on to some more speculation. You see, all of these numbers that we've talked about have been pretty much based on previous cycles, previous all-time highs. This one, people are saying that Bitcoin could go to roughly $180,000, $200,000 a cycle, maybe more, maybe less. Depends who you ask. Well, if that were to happen, Bitcoin would have a market cap of $4 trillion. And for a long time, people have been talking about the flippening, Ethereum, flipping Bitcoin, becoming the #1 on CoinMarketCap. Well, what would happen if it wasn't Ethereum, but it was TONCOIN that actually flipped Bitcoin? How crazy would that be? Well, if that did happen, guess what? You would 172x that $1,000 with a $1,153 ton, making you $173,032. And if that were to happen, guess what? A mere $5,813.95 of ton would make you a millionaire realistically. Well, you've done it. You've made it to the end of the episode. Pat yourself on the back. Not many people do that. But if you have made it this far, you should like the video, come join us on Twitter, and of course, subscribe to the coolest channel ever, despite what subscriber counts or view counts or any of those metrics say, because they don't know anything about it. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.
From now on, if you don't own Bitcoin, you're a moron.